Welcome to American Dream Life, where we keep exploring how to grow your beliefs and become a united human being. I've been streaming those broadcasts on a weekly basis, usually on Thursdays, to somehow bring in the game, seems like a game, a playful game, with the P words of different state of being that you get to embody, and with some stories and tips and golden nuggets that could resonate, that you can resonate, and that would make sense for you and encourage you to practice, and why it's so important to grow your beliefs and become a united human being. Many times we end up in one side and refusing to acknowledge or experience the other side of the equation, and creating more stories and digging a hole under our experiences, and forgetting that it could be actually easier, that could be more joyful, that could be more peaceful, that could be more loving. And that's actually when you start experience that, then you start creating more of that unity within. I'm not saying just, yeah, let's go for the right and for the best experience, but then you understand that those bad experiences are actually meant to be a bridges to your good experiences, and that with the unity, then an experience of both, you can actually start understanding that more. And when again you're facing something challenging, you actually start recognizing that it's for you, not against you, and you will be coming with that to in from a different perspective, and will allow you, for you, that circumstance or that challenging situation to go through in much smoother way than than with much more resistance, because you don't know why it's happening to you. So I trust that it's making sense, and let's go for that week P word, which came actually about from the last one. About, we were talking about the patience and being prepared, and I even mentioned, if you in my email community, about that. And somehow when I was typing that message and sharing in the email, somehow I felt more presence around that word, and I wasn't exactly sure what I potentially can share around it. However, the answer came about, and I'm here to actually share around that topic and illustrate that more on the personal story that potentially uh, bits and pieces I was sharing before. And I thought to share a bit of that again, to illustrate the point of that preparedness and the difference that that actually can make in any circumstance. That because many times, like, we're living in that duality world, and we feel like, yep, we got to work hard to be prepared for any circumstance, and many times some new circumstance arrives. Different things will unfold differently, not like we expected, and then we start creating some hesitation, resentment, and making more attempts to control the things, and it becoming even more uncontrollable. So what I'm talking about, to embody more of that state of being prepared, when no matter what a circumstance, you will be able to handle that better, and will not be so much in creation of a bigger mess in it. And so let's share a bit of that. So I wasn't feeling that I'm capable or prepared to handle the situation, life and death situation, on the first day of this year. However, the situation was different. There wasn't much time to think about it, to get too much in my head about it, attempting to control, because it was a very serious situation. It was requiring from me a full trust that I will be guided step by step, moment by moment, that I get to come with a lot of love. It almost felt like I was in a bubble and all the situation and all people involved in it. And the third one, that I will eventually experience joy, and I did. Part of it was that what helped me recognize that was that I made a declaration that my word for this year is divine joy. And I recognized that that circumstance was actually guiding me to it. And if I didn't recognize that, or uh, got overwhelmed with the whole situation, I wouldn't be able to come to that realization. When I was coming with more of my intuition, with an open heart, with an open mind, I saw what was the reason for the whole thing. And possibly there might be some more reasons. And I was actually taking a new look at it, because I've been handling a bunch of different situations in my life, very uh, even some of the life and death situations, and very challenging circumstances in my career, supporting people, and I felt like I was able to handle. But many times what was missing, or I felt like possibly some of that came on the autopilot, that no longer I was actually aware and present in what was going on, and getting out of the alignment of the whole situation, and making some attempts of controlling the situation. And sometimes it actually created even more distress and more chaos in the whole thing, because of me not listening to my intuition, not losing some trust, not always coming with love, because it felt some situation too hard to handle, too many people involved. Some of them felt hurtful and not understanding, and I wanted to understand. And I thought, if I will attempt to control that, I will understand that better. So I'm just sharing a bit more vulnerable level, and just explain those three supporting words that can help you with being prepared no matter what the circumstance, which are, and let me repeat, are the full trust, love, and joy that you get to experience, to actually be in that preparedness no matter what the circumstance that you coming across. Of course, it's good to plan, have some sense of direction, but be prepared that things might be changing. There's so many moving parts, and many times that's what kind of trip us, that we don't expect things, and all of a sudden we felt not ready for it, and why me? And so, like I said, to be more ready, come with those situations with the full trust that you will learn in the right time what it's all about, that you're coming more from your intuition, with an open heart, open mind, and with a lots of love, and you will eventually actually experience joy, because you will, that situation will actually feel much creates more satisfaction and fulfillment for you when you're coming from that you pass the test or the challenge, and you on the other side of it, and becomes lighter and more joyful and more even loving and more trusting in your abilities, that you can handle another situation. So that's the message. Hello, hello, whoever joined. Thank you so much for stopping by. We've been talking about the being prepared here, and you can definitely check the rest of the message here. And thank you for whoever else will be joining, and we'll be checking that replay here. So but without further ado, let me just give about a little bit of the logistic for what I've been sharing here. It's being streamed on the YouTube channel and Facebook group, private Facebook group under the name American Dream Life. I'm coming in those broadcasts, and March was seems to be a morning month, and decided to continue in April in the morning to to have the chance, because of the international community to be seen, that message to be exposed to more people around the world. And feel free to share when you feel that's resonates, and you might be feeling that maybe helping somebody that you know. It's easier to share from the YouTube channel because it's a public channel. The private group community might be more challenging, but you can definitely post the comments, feedback about the message, and what else. Yeah, so there is a link to the Facebook group. When you're looking for more content, more interactive experience, you are welcome to join us.